is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Green 18. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. All right, let's get there.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That's good. For the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Green 18. Check tight. Now, Liz. 27 Mike. Green 18.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here's Lindsey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
50. 47's the mic. 47's the... Hey, Charlie!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 47, Mike, 47. I got it.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Open man right side is St. Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Check. God says, wait. Lock it in.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flacco to throw here on third down. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Flacco from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At their own 10-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. To try again after the sack. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kyler Fackrell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. The completion to Riddick. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Flacco. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Flacco now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 13.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to him.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Screen pass to Lindsey. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Denver.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Flacco will take to the air again. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Flacco. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
90 Wolf. I got it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He finds Riddick complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Let's go.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Riddick works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. On 2nd and 7, Flacco. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Steve 6.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. He hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Packers pick it up.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Bring it.
Inside.
Right 34, right 34.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Complete to Jones. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Haywood.
47. Mike's 47.
And again, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. A big spot now for the rookie lock. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw it is Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 79 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. But Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former second-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a first-round pick in the NFL. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
23 yards, the final tally. Here's Locke to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Locke now on first down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Throwing again on second and 10. Locke. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it. That's St. Brown. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
70, Indy. Get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. That is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The left side throw complete to Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Rodgers throwing here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Duke Dawson picks it. And now look at him go. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10.
47's the mic.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Looking deep for Adams, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Lock. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Bravo.
Rodgers looking to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Packers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I...
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries, competition shit.